What it is, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Come On Knows. I'm your favorite host, bringing you all the hot topics, and your job is to let me know if it's factual or capital. Today we have another good one. Today's topic is access to black sex. So today we're going to be talking about how it's the case that black men predominantly are putting other cultures of people, like other cultures of females or other races of females, in positions that they would never have been in if they weren't in the proximity of black culture or black men. So prime example right now is Ruby Rose. For some strange reason, Ruby Rose is trending right now, and how much money she makes is trending right now. How much she charges for men to date her is trending right now. And if you think about how she climbed to success and how she got to where she's at, it had little to do with her talent, but everything to do with who she dated and her proximity to black men. So we're gonna get into it. We're gonna rock out. Let's ride. Everybody, really quick before we dive back into today's topic, if you guys like and want to support us, go ahead and hit that description box down below. As we're currently waiting to get monetized, this is the best way to help and support. And if not, you can go ahead and share all our content and videos. Anything helps, and you're much appreciated. Let's rock.
Let me first do a quick check. Do we like Ruby Rose? You don't know who she is.
Ruby
Why
Rose
are you
is
so shady?
you do, yes, you do know who Ruby Rose
No,
is.
he does not.
I don't.
Rob knows who Michael Bublé is. He don't know who Ruby is. That's just a cultural thing. He don't know.
Oh my god.
Ruby Rose, and she had like the PR thing with Drewski, a relationship.
Listen.
Does she have a song?
Rob,
Do we like Ruby Rose?
oh, I'm indifferent. I don't love her because I don't know her, but I don't hate her. Maybe we should get her on the show.
Yeah, I know who she is and I have her number, but I don't know her enough to
Yeah.
know what her thing is. But I will say that most of what I do know is about her with other men.
That's what I was saying.
Right.
It eclipses her talking about
Her proximity to black men more specifically, my bad. On her last interview with Logan Paul, or one of the Paul brothers, I don't know, Logan and Jake, she mentioned that she only dates black men. So if we're only knowing her for who she dates, that's all we're equating that to, is her proximity to black men and her access to black sex. Because remember, Ruby Rose, she's not black. She's Eastern African. She's black, but she's not of black American culture. So she's not hip to the culture. She never was. She's from Kentucky, which is like 7.8% black people. So you ain't really see no real niggas until I think till she moved to Atlanta at the age of 17, 16. So you went 15 to 17 years of your life never encountering real black American culture and real niggas until you moved to Atlanta. And that's when you all of a sudden just blew up. Right, as a rapper. And I still don't know no rap songs from her today. But anyways.
Drewski, and it's always like she's always bringing up the guys, and I feel like that's the only time she gets brought up. But I do love her voice. She's so
She's
beautiful.
a pretty girl.
She's a singer?
Rob, shut up.
Rob,
I'm trying to.
well, I'm talking about her speaking voice.
She is an artist, influencer.
I'm trying to. That's why, because I might know like some of her
No,
stuff.
you won't know her stuff. If you don't know her, you don't know her stuff.
Stop talking.
What the heck?
Because I'm gonna get the hit for this.
It's
It's always Jason Lee is shady. I get blamed for
We-
all the things that you produce and all the things that you do.
Oh,
I'm literally
what?
not being shady. I don't watch like a lot of reality shows and stuff.
She's
so
not on a reality show.
So that
Like,
She's not on Zeus. She's not on reality.
look how hard how hard of a time they're having right now trying to figure out who the hell Ruby Rose is. I was the same way. Like I always knew of her. Like I always knew of her through rap songs, like people saying Ruby Rose or Jada Waiter or whatever Lil Tyler would be saying. But I never knew like her origins, where she came from, and how she got here. And it's like that for like 5 other content creators that's popping right now. You don't know how they got here, but they're here. They're in the culture. And 9 times out of 10, it's always people who are not from the culture. It's always somebody like Batty Baja, whatever they call it, Batty, whatever you want to, whatever. However she got in, she's in. The little white girl, the little hillbilly white girl, country white girl, she's in. I don't know how, but she's here today. See what I'm saying?
Buddy, she's on Instagram.
Was she on the
And
baddies?
OnlyFans.
She on the baddies?
Unless you made it a guest appearance.
I'm gonna follow her today.
You're gonna follow her.
I want to, because I want to know. Like, I don't know. I
Rob.
don't know. I'm sorry.
Oh, she participated in the auditions for Baddies.
She wasn't a Baddies audition.
She participated in like judging.
But she ain't never gonna let you hit her. She's not that girl. She's not like, you
No.
know, most of what you know about her is her being wrapped up in another.
She's beautiful.
Man. Anyway, DDG is now clapping back after his ex-rapper girlfriend, Ruby Rose, claimed that he forced her into doing OnlyFans and now has to keep doing it. In February 2020, DDG and Ruby first met on a blind date, and they were set up by their mutual friend, influencer Lala Baptiste. And Lala recorded the date and posted it on YouTube, and fans loved their energy, hoped that they would become a...
Lala Baptiste, another content creator. I don't know where she came from. I seen her on a DDG streaming platform, and that's it. I think she's Caribbean. She's from the islands. Another girl that's not from the culture, or parents are not from the culture, but they're here today. Just in the mix, and we don't know how. Proximity to blackness.
thing. They did, and after months of crushing on each other, the two began dating. Let me show you a photo of them during happier times. Aw. Well, after a year of dating, Ruby accused DDG of cheating on her.
Allegedly.
In March 2021, and by August 2021, they officially called it quits. Now, during a January 2024 interview with Logan Paul, Ruby Rose first revealed that her ex-boyfriend DDG convinced her to hop on OnlyFans for some extra. Where's it at? Hold on. Take a look.
So again, I'm back to the question of like rapper first, social media star first.
I don't want to be known as an OnlyFans sex worker. Like, no, thank you, please, guys. But I mean, I do music. Like that's what makes the most money is my OnlyFans.
So
but I do other things. Like my main focus isn't that.
So how did you
I started
make
OnlyFans
the decision? Yeah, to
in 2020
start
during COVID, during the pandemic.
for what reason? Because
My ex did it, DDG. He started it first, and he told me to do it.
So he started. He convinced you, right?
Yeah, he was
Captain.
like people.
What y'all think about that? You think DDG played a role in her creating OnlyFans? I know DDG has an OnlyFans, but it's not nothing crazy. He's just teaching you how to monetize off of YouTube, how to monetize off of OnlyFans. It's like a teaching tutorial. So it's nothing to the extent of what she's doing, popping ass cheeks open and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if she's factual or capital. Y'all let me know down below in the comments.
Been telling me to do it because I would like twerk on Instagram for fun already.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, I did that, dropped out of college and moved to LA, and my life has just been like going up since.
I'm going to start with compliments and then get into the criticism, okay? One, super beautiful, super articulate. I heard she went to college from what she just said, super smart. I love that you built your own brand and you're doing your thing, and I commend anybody who has figured out how to build something out of nothing. Again, we just talked about Onijah. You look at all of the people who I built Hollywood Unlocked from Instagram, so like it is possible. I never busted it open in public for anything. I'm not considered a sex worker, and I know although you have an issue with being called a sex worker, OnlyFans is sex work. I actually told somebody last night, you're a sex worker, and I wasn't being rude. It's just that's what it is. I think we need to normalize sex workers because whether you're a stripper, OnlyFans, whatever, a lot of people survived during COVID using OnlyFans as a means of paying their bills, and Hollywood Unlocked thrived in COVID because a lot of people were at home online, and we made probably the most money. Well, we didn't make the most money ever then, but like that was the first time we saw a jump from making $350,000 as a company to $3.5 million in that first year of COVID. So I do understand those of us that use social media as a thing. You also need to start owning your shit. Like, you can't blame a decision to join OnlyFans on your boyfriend. If I'm in a relationship with somebody and he happens to be sexy, nice little body, whatever, and I look at him and he don't want to go to a job, but he's big online, and I say to him, baby, why don't you do OnlyFans? It's not cheating. I don't care. The vice mayor probably shouldn't be dating somebody else.
Well, the story is, before she got into OnlyFans, she was already dating DDG. DDG was already maybe uprising, or he was already a big platform. He already had a big platform. He was already big on YouTube, and she already was affiliated with a couple other rappers back when when she was 15, 16. That's what she said on Vlad TV. So she already has a buzz about it. She already getting to a check a little bit. See what I'm saying? But that hype behind her about who she dated, her proximity of who she's dating, gave her the hype to transition to OnlyFans to make the amount of money that she's making today. Because if she didn't knew those guys, if she didn't date those men, if she didn't have that status, if she didn't date that status of men, she wouldn't be as popular on OnlyFans as she is now. So at the end of the day, it started off with access to black sex.
OnlyFans, it depends on what you're doing. We don't know what your content is, but I don't think that's forcing you to do it, and I don't think that he should take the hit or the credit for you making a decision as a grown-ass woman. I don't know. I could be wrong. Am I wrong?
No, I don't think you're wrong. I think we're in a generation where a lot of people are making.
She needs to go ahead and admit that she was already prostituting. That's what it came down to. She was already prostituting. DDG probably told her, hey, look, man, you already fucked a lot of niggas. Yeah, you already had sexual intercourse with a lot of niggas already. See what I'm saying? You done been with all the mainstream niggas. You might as well, if you want to stop doing that, you might as well just hop online and control your income. Yeah, go on OnlyFans. That's what you suggest to a girl who's already kind of sort of leaning that way anyways. You're already looking at her like, you already halfway there, you might as well continue. Right. You don't say that to a girl that you know is not really like that. She's very conservative with her body. She didn't really date. You can't point out who she dated. You can't count on your fingers how many niggas she done been with. Ruby Rose is one of them people that you be like, shit. Shit, girl, you tripping. You need to go ahead and put this body to use. So she was already introduced to prostitution just by access to black sex. DDG was just like, nigga, go ahead, go full out. Hey, you gonna go big, but if you gonna do it, might as well go big. Shit. I would have gave any other girl the same advice.
Money off of like content creation, non-traditional jobs, like that's the thing. But I understand her perspective of I want to be known for the thing that I'm passionate about, which is her music, as opposed to being a sex worker. But I don't think the onus can be put on him because he recommended it. Like if you made the choice to do it, kind of just.
But how can we get excited about her music if all we talk about is her boyfriends, her OnlyFans, the viral clips, if we never hear the music? I've invited her on the show. She's one of those celebrities or influencers that are terrified of the show. And I understand. I mean, I'm not going to judge her, but I would ask questions, right? Like, why don't we know more about the music?
For me, it's just like stand in it if you're gonna do it. Because Bad Baby has an OnlyFans. Remember, she was just
Bad Baby
viral for talking about it.
My bad. I be fucking up all these little girls' names. I don't know them like that. I just hear them, but I don't really know them.
But she owns it, and it's like, I'm making money, da da da. She still has music.
She's also beating her mom online.
Yes, but her song
she's getting beat by her boyfriend and then telling people to forget.
But even Bad Baby, she didn't just came out and said that Chief Keef been hunching on her allegedly since she was 16. Access to black sex.
Forgive him, and I mean,
and Alabama Barker.
She knows how to use trauma and tragedy and viral stuff for success.
Correct.
This is a person who's trying to be a clean cookie cutter, educated girl and a ratchet OnlyFans, busting it open influencer.
Because the thing is, I can name several songs that Bad Baby has. I can't name one. No shade, no shade,
Name
no
a song
shade.
that Bad Baby did.
The Gucci Flip Flops one. Now she has the Miss Whitman song, the Alabama Barker diss track.
You're fans of all the wrong people.
I like the song.
So why haven't you got Bad Baby on the show?
Well, that's between her and her Lord.
Didn't they reach out?
We reached out.
And they said, yeah. Then where they at? Set it up.
In the air.
Well, despite her massive success on the platform, Ruby Rose is now seemingly lamenting over joining OnlyFans. In a recent interview with Bobby Althoff, Ruby again mentioned her ex making her do OnlyFans as she trauma dumped with Bobby. And now after Bobby revealed that her trauma dump involves her constantly chasing another viral interview after Drake, Ruby said this.
My trauma dump is I was talked into doing OnlyFans by my ex. And, you know, like, it was cool for the first couple of years, but now it's like I have to keep doing it, too. So I kind of, like, relate to you in that way. And it's just, like, definitely, like, put a damper on my reputation. But, you know, it's a choice.
You don't got to keep doing it. Just the only thing you good at. The world would be a better place once girls start just telling the truth. You were good at popping pussy for niggas. Access to black sex. You were good at having access to black sex. DDG said you might as well put it on a platform. Right. You might as well keep going. You're already heading that direction. You already fought half all the rappers already. Since you was 15, you might as well do OnlyFans. What's stopping you? Come on, man. Hey, y'all, we gotta stop capping. You know what I'm saying? We gotta stop capping, y'all. Hey, Ruby Capital. She capital, y'all. Straight capital, bruh. Go ahead. Let's start being honest, bruh.
I'm just gonna stick it out.
Ruby also revealed to Bobby more consequences since starting OnlyFans, plus how much she makes in the bad month. Listen.
What do you do on that?
I do whatever my supporters
You
want
just
me to do.
take pictures?
Pictures, videos, voice notes, messages.
Really?
Yeah.
How much do you make a month?
It depends. Horrible month, probably like 400,000.
I need to do that.
I know you would never do it anyways, but I don't like to tell like people or influence people to do it. But the reason why you would succeed is because you give like innocent, but you're probably fucking freaky as fuck.
No. But you said
Hey, she kept that shit a thou wow. She kept that. The world would be a better place once girls start telling the truth. You know what I'm saying? Start being honest, bro. You already was heading that direction. I'm going to summarize Ruby Rose. You're an Eastern African girl whose parents probably told you to stay away from niggas since you was an itty bitty baby. You probably didn't even listen to rap music because culturally they don't like black Americans. So the first time, you know, whenever you tell a girl not to do something, they're going to do the opposite. So the first thing you do once you move to Atlanta is run straight to niggas. You run straight to niggas, and then all of a sudden your status grows because your proximity to black sex, your access to black sex, your access, my bad, y'all, your access to black sex grew your platform. And then from there, you ran into DDG, who was just like, you might as well continue put it on camera. Shit, put it on camera. You already doing it. That's all. And that's all you've been able to be. That's all you're able to be good at. You don't have no real talent. That's why we can't call out no song that you ever made. I don't know one song Ruby Rose ever made. I know songs where people mention her in the song that wasn't her song. But I never heard a song from her. Right.
it messes with your image.
Oh yeah, for sure. And especially like in my relationships, I feel like, you know, like
Yeah.
guys probably don't take me as serious because I'm an OnlyFans girl type of thing.
Yeah.
I don't get butt naked on it.
Okay.
You know? I
Yeah,
show
you're
a little
not.
something.
It's not.
Not like
porn.
No porn. No fucking. I don't get fucked.
What would you do if a sex tape was leaked of you?
Well, I don't know. I'm sure I'd be very devastated and very sad, but I know it would look probably very amazing, but still I'd be very devastated.
I can't believe on a bad month you make 400. That's why you're so adorable, because you're just so stress-free with that money.
There's still stress,
There is, yeah.
but you know.
We're promoting her OnlyFans. She knows what she's doing.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh, woe is me. The world's falling apart. Go to my OnlyFans.
But is that like real that you could make 400,000?
Yeah. Amber Rose told me she made 400,000 for one photo.
Amber Rose, another girl through proximity of black culture or through access to black sex has been able to up her status and climb that ladder. Who was it? Was it Kanye she was affiliated with? Whoever she was affiliated, or was it Wiz Khalifa? Somebody. Whoever she was affiliated with first put her in that status for her to move on to that platform and blow up. So that's all it is for the day, y'all. You know, I just want to break that down to y'all and understand that black boys, black men, it starts with us. You see what I'm saying? They got to go through us in order to get to where they're trying to get at. You see what I'm saying? So we just got to be very aware of that and cautious of that. But that's the game. The game now is to get around niggas who made it. You know what I'm saying? Get in that circle. And they're not really there to stay or to be loyal. They're just in there to just show their face. As long as they have proximity, as long as they have proof that they dated you or been around you, they rich after that. It's game on for them after that. It's over with. See what I'm saying? So we're going to dive a little bit more deeper into this topic as we keep going later through the week. So y'all stay tuned. Don't forget, if you want to support the channel, hit that description box down below. And other than that, y'all have a good day.